Today we are going to learn about a histogram. So far we learned how to draw the pictograph and bar graph, right? So today here we are going to learn about a histogram. So before going to histogram, we have to know how to group the data. So with the grouped data only we can draw the histogram. So first we will see the grouping data. So with that grouped data we can draw the histogram. So here I am considering the following marks out of 50 obtained by mathematics by 60 students of the class 8th. In the class 8 there are the 60 students and here is the mark of the 60 students. It's 21, 10, 30, 22, so there will be a 60 marks will be there, right? So now here I am going to make it as a group. So group just like an 1 to 10 I am going to consider as a one group. That means 0 to 10 marks I am going to consider as a one group, and 10 to 20 who scored the mark they will be considered as a second group, and you can 20 to 30, so like that, so on up to 50. So 0 to 10 marks is the first group, 10 to 20 is the next group, 20 to 30 is the next group, 30 to 40 is the next group, 40 to 50 is the next group, 50 to 60 is another group, right? You can see in the group interval there will be a 10. But you can observe one more thing, the 10 is occurring in the both the first group and the next group, right? The 10 is occurring in the both first group and the next group. But we will consider 10 is belongs to the higher group. This is the higher group, right? So let me consider 10 belongs to this group, not at this group. So if anybody scored a 10 here, so you can see the one of you scored 10 here. So let me consider the 10 is scored in the here, not in this group. Clear? And we call this 0 as the lower limit and 10 as the upper limit. 10 as the lower limit and 20 as the upper limit. So in the each class the lower number is called lower limit and the greater number is called the greater limit. Clear? And you can see throughout this group the interval will be the same, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60. The intervals are same, 10 10 intervals will be there. So now using this tally marks we can consolidate this. So 21 is there, 21 will be belongs to this group, right? And 10, I already said 10 is in the 2 group. Remember that 10 will be in the higher group here, right? So I'll put tally mark here. And next is the 30. 30 also the same, here is also 30, here is also 30, but this is the highest group, so I will put a 30 here. 22 will be in between 20 and 30, right? So I will be here. So like that I will fill all the tally mark. So here I filled the tally marks for each group. Clear? So with the tally marks we can write the frequency. There is a 2 for the first group, and next you can see this is a 5 and this is a 10. Here 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 5, 10, 15 and if only 4, so it is a 19, and 5 and 2 it's a 7 and only 1. So here you can observe that if you add the frequency we will be getting the total number of the students, right? If you add the 9 plus 1, 10, 7, 17, 18 and 20, 0, 20, 2, 4, 6. So 60, right? So totally 60. So from this we can sure that our tally mark is the correct. So total frequency and the total number of students will be the correct. So with help of this frequency and the group we are going to draw the histogram. So in the same for the bar graph, for vertical line we will be representing the frequency, that is the frequency is nothing that mark obtained out of the 50, and the group we will be representing in the histogram. I will be showing you the diagram here. You can see that in the horizontal it is mentioned as a mark of the students, and in the vertical it is a number of students. So number of students, how many numbers of students scored out of 50, right? Clear? So the class interval represent a 0 to 10 marks, 10 to 20 marks, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 50 to 60. These are the marks. These are the number of students scored. This number and this total number of students will be equal, right? So this. So histogram, you can notice that while compared to the bar graph, we start from the 0 to 1. So in the denominator, in the horizontal line we have drawn mentioned the mark of the students 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Since it is a continuous interval, 0 to 10 it's scored at 2 marks. We know the frequency, the 2 persons, we know the frequency is 2. So the 0 to 10 marks there are the 2 number of students, and 10 to 20 there are the 10 number of students, and 20 to 30 there is a 21 number of students, and 30 to 40 there are the 90 number of students, and 40 to 50 there are a 7 number of students, and 50 to 60 there is a 1. So with the help of the frequency we are raising the bar. And one thing you can notice, in the bar graph there will be the gap between the each bar. Here there is a no gap, since it is a continuous, right? Here the class intervals are the continuous. I will show you the one bar graph. Here the one example of the bar graph. You can see from the in between the each bar there is a gap. Since this gap is obtained, there is no link between these two. This bar represents the dog and this bar represents the cats, so there is a no link. But while using this histogram, you can see that the 10 and continuously 10 to 20 there is a next mark, and 20 to 30 there is a next mark. There is a continuous, so there is a no gap between the histogram, right? And here I go show you one more histogram. So age of the 25 teachers of a school. So here I will giving the number of teachers, and here the age in years. And the histogram is drawn that age 20 to 35 there are the 4 teachers, and 25 to 30 there are 5 teachers, and 30 to 25 there are 6 teachers, 35 to 40 there are 3 teachers, 40 to 45 2 teachers, 45 to 50 5 teachers. So these are the age. You can see some jagged line or broken lines here. Can you see this? This means we are not showing here the age between 0 to 20, because we are not considering that in that age there is no teachers. We are not considering, but always you can note that equal interval will be there, equal intervals of 5 years in this case. So in this case it is chosen as a equal interval for 5. So before there will be interval like 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, but there is no teachers in that age area, so we don't need to show that area as a blank. Just we can show a jagged line, and we can start from which age we have. So for which things we have, like we can do. But previously you can see we started from the 0 marks, right? That's why it started from the vertical line. But here we didn't start from the vertical line, since from the 0 there is a no teachers. The age from the 0 to 5 there is a no teachers. So there is jagged or broken line has been used to indicate that we are not showing the numbers between 0 to 20, because there is a no teachers in that age. That's why we are not showing. So which one we are showing, that is enough to display in the horizontal line. And make sure that it has a equal intervals. This is very important. Make sure it has a equal interval. And one more thing, the bar of equal with no gap. There is no gap for the histogram, and the bars with the equal width. This size will be the equal, each the 1 centimeter. Make sure that you have drawn for the 1 centimeter. And this types of graph is called the histogram. So histogram graph can be drawn with the help of the grouping data. Clear? So here we for the next problem from the exercise 5.1. Weekly wages in rupees of 30 workers in a factory are, it is given weekly wages 830, 835, 890, like that. And using the tally mark frequency table with the interval as 800 to 810, 810 to 820, and so on. Right? So we have to use the tally mark, and we will draw the frequency, and I will show you how to draw the histogram here. Clear? Next, then you have to answer the following the question: which group have maximum number of workers? How many workers earn 850 and more? How many workers earn less than 850? So first they said to use tally mark and make a frequency. So first to make a tally mark, they given the interval itself 800 to 810, 810 to 820. So 10. So previous example we saw the 5, but here they asked to take class interval as a 10. Clear? So class interval simply we can write as a interval. So next we will be having a tally mark. Next we will be having a frequency, right? So this set to start from the 800 to 810, 810 to 820. So let me see what is the maximum here. So 8, I think 900 will be the maximum. Let me check whether 900 is there. No 900 are there, but 989 is there. So 989 is lies between 980 to 900, like, right? So up to 900 we have to mark the tally mark. Right? So totally there is a 10 intervals. So next we have to mark the tally mark. So let me draw a box and let me draw a tally marks 830. So 830 you can find in the two intervals, but you have to include in the highest interval here, right? So 1, and next is 835 in the same interval. Next is 890. You can see 890 in the two interval, but you have to add in the highest interval. Here is the highest, so 890 here. Next 810, 810 also both is there, so let me add here. And 835 is in between 830 and 840, right here. So let me fill this. So I have filled the tally marks. You can also fill like that. So now let me fill the frequency. There is a 3 frequency here. Here is a 2. Here is a 1. Here is the 5 plus 4 9. Here 5 1 3 1 1, and here it is a 4. So if you add total also, what will we get? Let you add this 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 1 6, 6 plus 9 plus 5 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1, just add, you will be obtaining the same 30 what is given in the weekly wages. The worker is case at 30 workers. So if you add the frequency also 30 workers. So this is the wages for 800 to 810. This class interval is the wages, and frequency is the number of workers getting that wages. So 3 workers are getting wages between 800 to 810 rupees, and 2 workers are getting 810 to 820 rupees, and 1 workers are getting 820 to 830 wages, so on, right? So now we are going to represent it in the histogram. Clear? So first we have to choose the vertical line, right? So vertical line, let me choose what, even 1 2 3, or we can choose in the 2 4 6. So that also should be equal interval. So here the maximum 9 and minimum 1, and I think we can choose the number 1 itself. So interval should be the 1 itself. Right? So this is 0, and here is the number of people or workers. So we are choosing the 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 9 10. It's enough. Up to 9 only we have, so that is enough. Just you mark an arrow mark here, and we call it as vertical vertical line as a y and horizontal as an x. So in horizontal we are going to represent the wages. So wages, it's given what interval? You can see that 10 interval, right? So 800 810 820, like that. So 0 to 800 we are not going to represent. So let me draw a jagged line there. So I'm going to draw a jagged line here, or broken line we can call it as. So from here I am going to show only the 800. Since 0 to 800 there is no workers, so we are not going to show that. So here 810 820 830 840 850 860 870 880 890, 900, right? So let me write the histogram, but that's a no gap, it's a continuous interval, right? So here the 800 to 810, there is a 3, so we have to raise the bar up to the number 3, right? So you can see that now I have raised the bar 3 for the interval 800 to 810. So next interval is 810 to 820, there is a 2. So it is a continuous, there is a no gap. So 810 to 820, there is a 2. I am going to draw a bar here. Can you see that? I have drawn. Okay. Next 820 to 830. So 820 to 830, there is a 1. So I am going to draw a bar here up to the 1. Use a scale to draw for a perfect line. Clear? It is up to 1. So next interval is 830 to 840. It is a 9. So which is little longer. 830 to 89. We have to draw a bar here, right? Can you see that? I have drawn. Clear. So like that I am going to fill everything. So next 840 to 850. 840 to 850, there is a 5. So we are going to draw 840 to 850. There is up to the 5. Up to this we are going to draw it. And up to 5 we have drawn. And next 850 to 860. It's a 1. Very small thing. 850 to 860. We are going to draw only for the 1. Right, next 860 to 70, 870, it is a 3, it will be raised. 862, 3 is here, up to this there is a 3, right? Next 870 to 880, 1, and 880 to 881, and the last 890 to 900 is a 4. These both are 1, right? 870 to 880 is a 1, so this is also 1. This is the first line is the 1, and 890 is also 1, and the but last one is the 4. Up to this, right? Clear? It's a 1, it's a 1, and it is a 4, right? So the here this is the wages. This shows the wages. Clear? Now this is a histogram. There's a no gap, and here is a continuous number. If you are not showing from the 0, we can write broken lines, and this shows the number of workers. That's the frequency. So let me answer this question. Which group has the maximum number of workers? Even from this we can find which is the greater, or else from the figure also we can find it is from 830 to 840, and here also we can see that 830 to 840. So first one answer is 832, 840. Group has the maximum workers. Clear? And what is second question? How many workers earn 850 and more? So from 850 and more, how many workers are earned? So this is a start from 850, right? So from this, everyone's earning more than 850. From this class, everyone, the below this class, everyone earning more than 850. That is earning 850 and 850 and more. So from this class, everybody is earning 850 and more. So total number of workers are here. Just you add 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4, we will be getting a 10, right? So 10 workers earn more than 850, right? Third question, how many workers earn less than 850? Less than 850 means, so all the workers from above are less than 850. This 800 to 850, everyone is less than 850, right? Since we 850 we not include here, only we are included here. So above this all are less than 850. So we have to add these are the number of workers, right? 5 plus 9 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, we will be getting it as a 20. 20 workers earn less than 850. Clear, students? Thank you.